What's up YouTube, it's K.D.M Sports back again with more MMA content. Today I want to talk about who has the greatest resumes of all time in UFC history. The way I did this was by something called strength of schedule. I take the combined win-loss records of every opponent, add the wins and losses, then divide the win record by the combined win-loss record, which would be considered the common denominator. This is the method I used to get an idea of how tough the competition was for each champion. I also tried to narrow down the opponents faced by each champion to mix in some context during a champion's reign. Quality opponents matter when rating a champion's reign. I used the records of opponents at the time the champion faced off with the opponent. I also considered Hall of Famers and potential Hall of Famers beaten to come up with my top 5 best championship resumes. I know some people may not agree with my list, but at number 1 I have Max Holloway. He beat 4 Hall of Fame worthy opponents during his title reign: Anthony Pettis, Jose Aldo 2 times, Brian Ortega, and Frankie Edgar. At number 2 I have John Jones. Most would disagree, and while John has beaten more Hall of Famers or potential Hall of Famers than Max Holloway, which is real close, Max's combined opponents' records win percentage was much higher than John Jones. John has beaten 6 Hall of Fame worthy opponents compared to Max's 4. Not much of a big difference. When comparing Hall of Fame combined win-loss records, Max edges John out 87% to 84%. So I give Max the number 1 spot, although John's longevity and overall career is much better than anyone else's in UFC history. At number 3, I have Islam Makhachev, and while some will say that's crazy considering Islam hasn't racked up a lot of title wins yet compared to some champions, he's building an elite resume. He ended 2 legendary win streaks, beating the likes of another all-time great champion in his division, Charles Oliveira, who was once on the trajectory of becoming the lightweight GOAT himself. Islam also beat who many considered to be the featherweight GOAT, Alexander Volkanovski, twice. Next weekend, Islam will look to add Dustin to his resume as well. Number 4 on my list is GSP. Matt Hughes 2 times and BJ Penn. Those are GSP's best wins and Hall of Fame wins. 2 of the greatest fighters at lightweight and welterweight. That era was legendary between those 3. They put on some of the greatest fights ever. Number 5 on my list of best resumes of all time is Aljamain Sterling's legendary title run. Despite winning the title in a controversial way, which a lot of the hate stems from the way Aljo won the belt and started to act like he was a true champion, whereas most people, including even myself at the time, thought Aljo was a paper champion. His antics were what caused these reactions from fans. Nonetheless, Aljo proved himself during his title reign. Aljo beat the likes of Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo, TJ Dillashaw. All of those guys are all-time great bantamweights and have their place in bantamweight history. Thank you guys for listening to me talk and share my opinion as always. Make sure to subscribe, like, share, and if you've got any opinions, feel free to leave it in the comment section below.